You're listening to IBNXradio.com.
From welfare mother to New York Times best-selling author. From the Brooklyn Projects to Emmy Award and NAACP Image Award winner. From broken pieces to peace. Dr. Iyanla Vanzant has defied all the odds. She is one of the country's most celebrated writers, public speakers, and among the most influential, socially engaged, and acclaimed spiritual life coaches of our time. Dedicated to facilitating the growth and evolution of human consciousness, Dr. Vanzant's work spans over 3 decades and includes 18 published books, 6 New York Times bestsellers, and with sales exceeding 12 million copies, CDs, television, radio, and stage performances. If you've ever wanted to get up close and personal with Dr. Vanzant, here is your chance. Tonight, that's right, tonight, May 1st, in Atlanta, Georgia, at the Fox Theater, she will be live. In celebration of her 18th book, Get Over It, Thought Therapy for Healing the Hard Stuff, Dr. Vanzant will be in town. This is an opportunity of healing and restoration for all of her participants and all of her fans. Dr. Vanzant will introduce the spiritual principles behind her revolutionary thought therapy with love, humor, and of course her signature straight talk. This immersive and provocative experience filled with meditative moments, enlightening truths, and self-reflection will enable the audience members to remove the habitual negative thought patterns that often block them from living their best lives. We are very, very honored to have sat down with Dr. Vanzant and had a conversation about tonight's event. So here we go, Team Purple's up-and-close opportunity to speak with world-renowned speaker, coach, and spiritual leader, Dr. Iyanla Vanzant.
Self-full, to be first, to be as good as possible to you, to take care of you, to keep you whole and healthy. That doesn't mean that you disregard everything and everyone, but you want to come with your cup full. You know, my cup runneth over. Yeah. What comes out of the cup is for y'all. What's in the cup is mine.
When you don't know you matter, you will make somebody else's crazy about you. You got your own stuff to handle. You don't have to take on anybody else.
Trusting yourself that you're going to make the right choices. Trusting yourself that you can hear that voice and follow it. Trusting yourself. People violate you when you don't have clear boundaries because you don't tell them how to behave in your life. And they run amok. They run amok because you don't have clear boundaries.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you. My name is MluV. I'm the host of Live Life in the Purple, and it's a radio show, and we do exactly what you mirror, what you put out in the world. And so we're so thrilled to have you take this time to speak with us for a moment.
Yes. Okay, I'm here.
Okay, yes, ma'am. I was just saying thank you so much for being with us. Atlanta is very excited to welcome you to your Get Over It, and even with Iyanla Vanzant. It's so real to be speaking with you, as I've been talking to you in my head for years. And I know I don't know if you quite get used to people having that reaction to you, but we want to say thank you for doing what you do.
Thank you for noticing.
Yes, ma'am. I want to talk very briefly, since we have you for a short period of time, about your evening, about your book, Get Over It, Thought Therapy for Healing the Hard Stuff. What will you bring to your expectant followers?
Well, I'm going to walk the people through the process of Get Over It, which is presented in the book. You know, I wanted people to have a personal experience and not have to try to figure out how to do it, because this is the first time that I've given a step-by-step process for doing something. I've given various exercises or suggestions, recommendations, but never a full and complete process designed to create a specific result.
And that's what needed, because we're stuck. We're stuck in somewhere in our life. We've got the pause button. We're standing on it and don't realize it. And so step by step, the audience will get a chance to, you'll walk them through it, through getting out of it. With the information I've been given and what you do, you'll bring spiritual principles behind that. How long have you been working on this?
Working on the book or the process?
The process, yes, ma'am.
30 years.
30 years. This is going to be really, really exciting. I want to also mention that personally, for me, I got introduced to you, I think it was about maybe over 20 years when I was stuck in a place in my life and someone handed me one of your books and said, you need this. And I said, who is this? You said, you need it. And I've been a follower ever since. It worked. And I think it was In the Valley.
Valley.
Yes. And through those principles. So from that point to now, you've got all of that experience behind you. And so we're expecting you to do what you do and bring that healing, that mother wit, that auntie, that all of that you bring to the stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is the first stop. Atlanta's the first stop. Am I correct?
No, Atlanta is the 14th stop.
14th stop.
There are 17 cities on the tour, and I've already done 13.
Oh, wow. Very much be tired. But can I ask, if our audience is interested and they want to know, what is your process before you get on that stage and deliver all this beautiful energy that you've got for us? What is your process?
Well, either before or after makeup, I pray.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really a lot of prayer, and I pray with the audience before I start, and I really just listen to and hear what it is that they need to hear. Of course, I have the get over process that is set, and I take them through the actual process. And there are stories that I tell that demonstrate why the process works, how it works, and mostly just really get people to think about what is next for them and what it is they desire in their life and how their thoughts will either support that or not.
I've watched you many times on your shows and various clips of you. Fix My Life has been helping your audience for years, and first thing I pick up is that you are an excellent listener. You pick up the unsaid, and you go right into that. You go right to the point, the heart of the matter, because oftentimes we're so stuck, we're so hurt, we don't even know what we really want to say. But I notice that you go right to it and bring out what it is they really need to say. Is that a skill that you developed, or have you always been that person?
Clairaudient. Some people are clairvoyant and they see. I'm clairaudient, which means I hear. So I hear at a very deep level. And, it's a gift and it's training and it's 30 years of experience. And most importantly is because when I sit in front of somebody or when I'm working with somebody, I don't have an agenda. I want to know what their intention is, what their vision is, what their desire is.
You don't have an agenda. That is a very transparent thing to say, because we're dealing also in television, radio, entertainment, and it's rare that we come across people that don't have an agenda.
Yeah.
How do you do that? Where does that come from?
Understanding who God is.
Yes, ma'am.
I realize that I'm a vessel, and that we are all the same. One of the reasons that I can talk to people is because I recognize myself in everybody. Most people think that this is you and that's me and we're separate. But whether it's a problem in a relationship or upset with a parent or feeling lost and unworthy, I recognize myself in everybody. And so I tell people either what was said to me or what I need to hear. So it's real simple.
Yes.
And no agenda. I'm not attached to the outcome. Most people are attached to an outcome. If I do this, that'll happen. If I don't do this, that'll happen. If I give them this, they'll do that. I don't have that agenda. I want to be with you moment by moment in the present to determine and you get to determine what happens as a result of our connection.
Yes. That is very empowering. And people, we're not used to that. We're not put in the power seat. We're not in the power seat in our lives. We want to be. We're struggling for it, which is what your audience is coming to you for. But nothing else in our lives put us in the power seat, and you do that. Awesome.
Well, we are in the power seat. We just haven't been trained about how to sit there.
Yes. I am on that journey as well, so we definitely identify with you. You have defied all the odds, truly, Ms. Vanzant. I thank you, as I said, for holding your place, for showing up and holding your place, and then coming back for those of us who really desperately are looking for it. We're just so excited that you decided to take up that mantle and do that hard work to get where you are for others.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't do it for others. I did it for God.
You do it?
If people benefit, that's fine. Our life, our work in life is to serve God, and God will tell us how to do that service best. I happen to do mine writing books and teaching. Other people do it as nurses. They do it as teachers. They do it as mothers. They do it as partners. Our job in life is to be the best that we can be at what we do, and to do it for love and to do it with joy. That's how we serve each other. And we do everything in the world but that.
Wow. That is such a powerful statement. I literally have to go and meditate on that. Our listeners are going to benefit from this. We are excited to support you here in Atlanta. We wish you well on your journey to other cities to bring this beautiful spirit message and light to them, Ms. Vanzant. And I'm going to put, yes, ma'am. I'm going to put all the other information in.
Support.
Yes, ma'am. We need you. We need you to continue waking us up and continuing to model what it is you speak. And I just thank you again. And I'm sending you a virtual hug on the ethers. It's coming to you. I know you need the energy to continue to do what you do. And, again, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us here on Live Life in the Purple. And we wish you Godspeed, and I'm definitely looking forward to meeting you in person soon.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.